All right, evening, everyone. Just give it a thumbs up if you can hear and see myself and Wixie all right. We've just been having a bit of a chat beforehand about the merch, make sure we've got everything correct, and also just checking in on the comments. So yeah, just a thumbs up or something just to let us know that you can hear and see me okay, and Wixie. All right, getting the thumbs up there, so it must be all good. Got a few on, we've got 20 on, and I'm sure there'll be a few more join on as we go because we're a minute early. So we're just going to be a little bit of chit chat for a few minutes, and then when we think we've got everyone joined in, then we're going to go through our merch. So I hope everyone's had a good week. It's a little bit hot here.
How you going, everyone?
So
Good
just
to see
to let
everyone in the comments.
Let everyone know too that even though the whole team's had a bit to do with the merch, it's really been Wixie and his wife Paula that have really done the majority of it. Getting a lot of the regulars on there, which is great. And I actually had a really good question throughout the week, Wixie, because there's a few people that can't make it, which is fine. And Trev Kelly, unfortunately, can't make September. He just doesn't quite work with what he's got going on. But he asked whether he could still get a shirt or two, and I said absolutely. So, yeah, even if you're not coming to the camp, you might still get something out of this, and this is still relevant as well. We've got Paulie Martin there from his YouTube channel saying hello to Wixie and myself. Mr. Turtle's on. I knew he'd be on. He would have been one of the first, I'd say. I got Mark Lavelle there and Brad Howe. They'll be just checking with comments and making sure that we're not lying throughout the evening. We've got everything right. Just a quick to let you know, if you want to talk to Wixie, just make sure you tag him. If you're on a computer, you just do the @ and it will come and start typing Anthony and it'll come up with him. If you want to talk to me or get my attention for anything, I'm on the Camping with Mates one at the moment. So just tag me in that. That way it will come up orange for us and we can see your question or whatever it is that you're asking. Yeah. Buck saying here, Trevor will be in Canada on a Bigfoot hunt with Slacken, most likely. I got Greggy Campbell on there. Hope you're going well. He did a really good cook-up. He was sending me some photos last weekend, I think it was, of his cook-up.
He's pretty handy, Greggy, on the cooking over fire.
Yeah. I did say to him that because we're going to plan a boys' weekend, I said I'd get to him this week, and I'm still on my to-do list. It's just work got very busy this week, but it's still something I'm going to try and plan. We're not going to get everyone there because it's too hard to get everyone's schedules together, but that's why we need to, once this weather cools down, we'll just do regular ones, and that way if you miss one, you get the next. It's a bit like this camping that we're doing in September, Camping with Mates. Well, it's not the only Camping with Mates. It's just one of them, really. Lukey Reed there. Hope you're going well. What have you been up to, Lukey? When are you doing it? I think you said last year that you're planning another trip at some point. I can't remember whether you said you was going to go. Is he going across South Australia or something? Anyway, so I hope you're you got another trip planned. That'd be great. Got Camping Oz.
Phil, there you go.
He's been putting up a lot of good videos and photos of his trips and travels lately, hasn't he?
Yeah, thanks for the interaction, Phil. They're awesome videos.
Brad there just saying thank you very much to you and Paula for all the work. I'm really impressed with what these guys have done, and it's one of those things that, you know, everything can seem like a simple task, but there's a lot more that goes into it. We're up to 39, so we're getting up there. Just saying a few more quick hellos, and then we'll get into it. This is really just about the merch, this video, giving all the information about it. And it's pretty exciting, something we've been looking forward to for a while to release to everyone. We've got Karen there.
Hey, Craig.
All's going well there. Yep, Craig from out there touring. Got Gail Firma. I'm sorry if I say any of your names incorrectly too. I got Ray. Did I see Jason on there as well? It was only Ray Muller. Mad MUX Adventures. Hey, how you going? I'm just going back through the comments at the moment. Timmy Ryan. Got Ed's for driving camping. I think I've nearly got everyone. Sorry if I've missed yours.
Jason's
there's
there.
Jace. Yep. Blackers
going,
is
mate?
on as well. Awesome. Okay, well, we're going to go through the merch. Bit of information. Hey, Rob.
Hey, Wanderer.
We're going to go through the merch. We've got a few different pieces of information to give away about it. Then we're going to go through how do you go about ordering and bank details, costs, etc. Then we might, if there's any questions, feel free to ask questions. And then at the end, we might just do a quick recap. Okay. Once again, if you want to ask any questions, if you can tag Wixie or myself in it, it just helps us to see it, because as you guys know, comments will fly by because we're all good mates on here and we all like to get in and have a chat, which is awesome, but it does mean the comments do fly by. All right, well, let's get straight into it, Wixie. And if you need, I'll be running the slideshow. If you need me to go back or forward or anything like that, or highlight any information, let me know.
No dramas. Thanks, Landy.
So I might let you talk about this one. It's pretty self-explanatory anyway, but just about a few of the changes, because you'll notice that Wixie and I wear, and you would have seen a few photos of us wearing some merch, and ours are all samples, and what you guys are going to have will be slightly different.
Yeah, so we've got the logo, as you can see there up on the screen. That's our first sort of version that we put out there. We had a few comments and a bit of feedback that maybe it might be a good idea to take the 2025 off and make the shirts relevant for years to come, however long they last. So we took that advice and we've taken the 2025 off. So when you do receive your merch, it won't have the 2025 on there. So, yeah, thanks everyone for your feedback there.
And is the text going to move around then to make it more centered?
Yeah, it'll still be centered. There is a couple of shirts out there. We did one for Camping with Mates, give Karen a birthday present for her 50th. So we organised the purple shirt and sent down to her, and hers is just the Camping with Mates. So the 2025 is gone, and then it's been centered up. So
yeah, and part of that as well is that's not just about camping either. It's about, like, I think half the gatherings we've had, actually, it's not out camping. So it's one of those things that you can wear whenever you're getting together, where it's going for trivia, that meetup that Jace Muller organised down in Newcastle. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Craig. I appreciate that comment, and I know the rest of the team will as well. All right, we'll go across.
So there you can see.
Yeah, I'll let you go, Wixie.
There you can see the couple of different style shirts. So we started off with a black polo that had some white check on it, just to see what everyone's thoughts were. We got a bit of feedback back that maybe the shirt would look better without the check. So you can see the one that Landy's got on tonight. It was version number 1. Version number 2 is the one that I've got on. And the only difference is same shirt, same material, just doesn't have the white check on it, just got the white piping. So that's option number 1, is everyone's is a black polo. The cuts are male cut and female cut, and we'll go through the sizing here in a bit. And the only other 2 options is the Pilbara long sleeve shirts that you can see Rochi and Donna have on there on the photo. So for the polos, we've just picked 2 colours to simplify things. So we've got a blue long sleeve polo Pilbara, and we've got a purple long sleeve Pilbara shirt. Yeah.
Jason just asking who's the stud in the Knights polo. The man himself.
He's a tragic Knights supporter, this bloke.
Didn't they get up the other night? Didn't they flog the other team?
Only in a trial.
Oh, it's things to come. All right. I'll let you keep talking about it, Wixie, and you let me know when you're ready to move along.
Yep, so you can see there's the first of the sizing chart. It's best just to see the range of sizes that they have there. Grab a tape measure, check your sizing. We all know what it's like to buy clothing. Every brand's slightly different. So check it against the sizing for the shirt that you want, just to double check that you're purchasing the correct size.
Yeah, and so that's the male's one as well, the men's one. It does say it at the top, and all this information will be put onto Facebook and also the YouTube community chat. So this video will be there as well, but we're going to put it there so then you can always go back and quickly find it as well.
Yeah, and when we go through the order form, you'll see that the sizing's in the order form, so it won't be hard to find. So that one you can see is the ladies cut, closed front, Pilbara shirt. The ladies one's a purple. If you want a men's purple, that's up to you. You can get that, but there's only two colours, a blue and a purple. Choose which one of them you will. Yeah.
Yep.
And this is the polo shirt. So same thing again. Check your sizing. There is quite a fair range of sizing, and they do go up for the big lads. If you don't fret, there is some big sizing there, so we'll have catered for everyone.
All right, we've got a question here. Are they female polo in white?
No, just black. So we've got a black polo, we've got a blue long sleeve Pilbara, and we've got a purple long sleeve Pilbara. 3 different style shirts. And you'll see that when we get to the order form, there's just 3 different options.
All right, so pretty self-explanatory at this stage.
So there you can see that's the interface of the order form. We've got a digital order form that we'll put up on the Facebook page. It'll just be a link. You click on the link, and then that order form will directly populate itself. And I'll just get Landy to start at the top, and we'll work our way down.
Yeah. We might just quickly 2 things, because I reckon some people will be wondering about this already. So prices, well, the prices are there that you can see. So the men's and women's polos, which is what Wixie's wearing, they're $35, and the Pilbara shirts are $40, and then we have the postage as well. But these are just screenshots at the moment. I am actually going to share my screen in a moment and show you how to enter a form, and we're going to do a couple different scenarios as well. The other thing some people might be wondering is, when does this go live? As soon as this this live feed's done, we'll be putting out the information on Facebook and YouTube for it to go live, but it runs the entirety of March. Okay, so you need to have your orders in by then. And when you are doing your orders, just try to get one order done. Don't do it. Just makes it easy if you can just do one order rather than, oh, I'll do an order now, and then, oh no, I want to get a couple more and do it later. While you can do that, it's best if you just try to get it all in one order, because Wixie and his partner Paula, they'll be going through it to check everything's okay, and it's just easy if it's all in one for that one customer, so to speak. I've got a couple more slideshows here, and then we'll go through and I'll share my screen, Wixie, of how to enter it on an order.
Yep. So when you submit your order and you hit send, you'll get an email sent to the email address you populated the form with, and it'll tell you your order. So check it off. So you scroll down, make sure that you've got all the correct information in there. The order form won't actually let you submit it and put all the information in the boxes that it asks for. So your phone number, your name, email address, your house address. So it actually won't let you submit the form unless you put all the relevant information in. Once you do that and you hit send, you'll see the form will pop up in your email, and it'll have a final figure down the bottom, which is the total cost of your order. Once you receive this email, we'll have the bank account details for Camping with Mates. You go into your banking app and put through a payment through that total figure, and you just give us in the description your name on the order form, so we can cross-reference your payment against the order form. So you just got to check at the final figure at the bottom is what your order cost is, and put that payment through for that amount.
Yep.
It's as easy as that.
And we've just had a question here. So Ed just asked, are the shirts embroidered? So they have the logo embroidered, and then we're also going to discuss very soon about having names embroidered. And so you might go on there and you might be like, oh, well, I can get a Pilbara shirt just a little bit cheaper than that. That cost includes embroidery as well. So it's really important to remember that what you guys pay is what it costs for us to get done. It's not like we were making any money on this and money's going to anywhere else. It's what it costs us is what you pay. So there's no money going towards charity. There's no money going here or there. That's the cost of it. And obviously that takes out, Wixie and his partner Paul are also going to be doing all the to and from and picking up and postage. They're just doing that. That time is just completely on them. They're giving that time up for free to do all that. Postage people will be paying for that, obviously. All right, I'm just going to have a quick few comments coming up, but thanks for that question, Ed. And if there's any other questions at any point, please just put them up. Buck's trying to make some sort of a deal there. I think we've seen him in his undies one too many times already. And also our bank details. I might just quickly explain about the bank details as well. This is not going into our bank, like personal account. There's an account that has been created just for camping with mates. And this will all be going up on Facebook and YouTube. So then you guys can come back to it later rather than watching this video. The only thing that's probably really important there is the description. So whatever name you have on your order form, that's the name you have on your description. Because if we start getting, if I put Tony on my order form and then I put description Landy Smurf on my bank transfer or payment, then it starts to get a bit confusing. So whatever name you put on the form is the name that goes on the description. All right. We might start just quickly. If there's any questions, please ask. And we're just about to go through how to do the order form. It's fairly straightforward, but we're going to go through it anyway to make sure that, if there's any confusion that we can deal with it. Probably the only thing that might be a bit confusing is putting the names in at the end for if you want an embroidered name on the opposite side. It is going on the opposite side, isn't it, Wixie? It's not going underneath the logo. Yep. Opposite side. Yeah.
No, just on the opposite side.
Yeah, actually, I'll just quickly go back. Even though it's a mirror image, I'll just go back to the one of Rochi and Donna. You can see Rochi's one there, how it's on the opposite side. So that gives you, I know it's a bit hard to see that, but that gives you an idea of what it will look like. Okay. And we might try and get a few more close-up photos of that. I'm sure Rochi would be happy to do that, and we can put that up on Facebook and YouTube chat as well. Okay, we just got one question. Quickly, thank you, Karen. We agree. We were really stoked with the price. We were thinking, this is going to be a lot more than what maybe people could afford, but we are very happy with what the price is, especially considering we know how much things have gone up in the last few years. So Jace Muller's just asked, is there stubby coolers or any other type of accessories available as well, or shirts only?
So we've got stubby holders and stickers. To simplify the ordering, we thought we would just do the merch, so the shirts. And then when we get to the event in September, we might do a meet and greet and come around with the stubby holders and the stickers then, and that'll help us do a bit of personal one-on-one with you guys. So yeah, stubby holders and stickers at the event.
Yeah. So yes, Buck, I just did a double check. Logos on left, name on right. Yeah, Brad just saying that one's mirror reverse. So we'll get some other photos up very soon. We didn't want to put too many photos on any social media too much because we hadn't actually finalized pricing until just a few weeks ago. And also, we didn't want to put too much out there until we knew exactly how everything was going to run. All right, so I'm just going to close that, and then I'm going to share screen and do an order. So just give me a moment.
And just so everyone's aware, that the shirts will be supplied in Australia from a family-owned company that's local to us in New South Wales. But we believe that we've kept the prices right down, and that companies generously help with that. So as you can see, the prices reflect that there has been a bit of help, and there has been no margin put on it. And you'll be tough to get a Pilbara polo long sleeve shirt with a logo and a name embroidered on it for that $40. So as you can see, Karen put it in the comments there. Karen was one of the main instigators of the Pilbara shirts. Thanks, Karen. And she has many between her and Greg Campbell. And I can guarantee you they didn't pay $40 for the shirts that they already had.
I just got a photo from Karen just now. So there's a good one.
Yeah.
So thanks for sending that through.
Shirt.
Okay. All right. Now I've got to go get the other one up.
Uh-oh.
All right. What's happened?
No, she's right. It's loaded.
No, it's all good. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Come with a free can of VV. There's a few stories to tell there one day. All right. So when you go onto the form, and there'll be a simple link for this that will be put in out. It'll take you straight to this screen. So I'll have Camping with Mates at the top and merch order form. Okay, I don't need to read that because that's information you can read yourself, and we've already really discussed it. All right, full name. Now, is this our actual name or is this a nickname that we're putting in, Wixie?
Just your full name.
All right, so there's mine.
Yep.
And then email. I'll probably get all these spam emails now.
Put in the email address that you check regularly, that you know that this form will go to, that you have easy access to.
Yep. My only issue, I just worked out, Wixie, I've got autofill. So everything's going to come up with my actual details. So with contact number and billing address, I'm just going to talk about it. Otherwise, everyone's going to have all my details. Yeah. Contact number. Okay. Now, where it says area code, I went in there because most people will be putting in a mobile number. Just type it'll come up with, when I did it before, 4 digits. So my first 4 digits, and then I just put the other 6 in. As long as, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Wixie, as long as your number reads left to right, 10 digits for a mobile number, that we've got the information we need.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, you don't have to be going +614, I think. Just put your mobile number in how it is.
Yep, that's it.
Is it Tony Schnauzer? Look, I'm not going to say that's not the first time I've heard that one. I get it a bit. Now, billing address. That one is pretty straightforward as well. The only thing I would say to people is don't type your full address, city, state, postcode in the first one. It does clearly state. So your first one's going to be the number of your street and then the name of your street. Most of the time, I don't think there is a street address line to. Where's an example of that? But it is the same as what's on every form.
Yep.
Maybe that's in cities or something. If you're in apartment buildings and things like that, it'd be apartment unit, apartment, whatever, and then it has the street. Yep. That's what it'd be. City, town, state, and postcode. Is a shipping address same as billing address? Now, most people I would think would be putting yes, but let's just see what happens if I go no. it comes up with the shipping address. But for most people, it will just be yes. No worries, Jordan. Thanks for commenting though. All this information will obviously be here on this video to go back and check. And then we'll be putting the information up on socials as well. Now, this is the shirt order. I'm just going to quickly show you down the bottom there. That's just about the shipping, but we'll just look at the shirts first. So I might just do a simple order first. So it's just me. So I'm only going to order for myself. And then we'll do a practice order of if there was maybe a couple. Okay. So for me, I'm going to get one of each of the men's one. Okay. So I'm going to click here. Oh, actually, before I do, if I come up with the plus, which is a zoom, it will take me to what it looks like. So if you're not sure about the color of it, again, that's what it looks like. And we actually have another option here, and it has the sizing measurements again. So that's a really quick and efficient way of doing it that Wixie set up. Now, if I click here, tick, okay, an error message came up. That's just because I've ticked I'm getting a shirt, but I haven't checked any sizes. Okay, I've got sizes, quantity, and name. Now, I'm going to get a large, just one. I'm actually going to not get a name on the black one. And remember, this is just an example. So I'm going to leave that as no. Then I'm going to go down here, and the Pilbara shirt, once again, same thing. Comes up with the sizing. I'm just going to tick. I'm going to go one large, add name. This one, yes, I do want my name on it. Okay, I come down. Additional shipping costs for orders of 5 to 8 shirts. Please select if order is for 5 to 8 shirts. So that is not me, so I don't tick that. Okay, it's come up here. My subtotal is $75, shipping 15. Okay, so it's 15 for 1 to 4 shirts, and then an additional 15 for 5 to 8. And if you order more than 8, what do you want them to do, Wixie?
Just send us a quick message or an email, and we'll come up with a special order deal. If you're going to order that many shirts off us, then we'll do our best to save on the postage. So don't hit any more postage. Just send us a message, and we'll work it out directly one-on-one with you.
Perfect. All right, so now I come down. Because I chose a name, it says yes, go to details in special instructions. So add details for names, shirt type, size, and name on monogram, which is the embroidery. So my shirt type is men's Pilbara. My size is large, and my name, make sure that the N is in there. Now, quick question, Wixie, if I put this in lowercase, will it come out? Will I get a capital L, lowercase Andy?
It'll all be in capitals.
Everything's in caps. So it doesn't matter if I get this in caps or not. It all comes embroidered in caps. All right. Yeah. So I've got my shirt type, size, and my name. Is there anything else I need to do before I submit my order?
No, that's it. You just check that you've got your order, check that you've got the right sizes. As I said, the default is no name. So if you don't want a name, you just click the size and the quantity and keep moving on. It'll automatically calculate the total cost of your order at the bottom right-hand corner there. And when you're done, hit submit. Once you hit submit, we will get the order as Camping with Mates, and you'll also get an email. Once you receive that email is when you need to proceed to the payment. So you look at the total cost of your order, and then just open up your banking app, and you go through, submit a payment through for that final figure, and put your name in the description so we can match it up. Marco will be helping out by matching up the payments in the bank account through to the order list that Paula and myself will put together a spreadsheet of all the orders that have come in, and we'll be regularly sending that through to Marco. If there is an issue that you have paid too much or not enough compared to the order that Paula and I says the value of your order, we'll just contact you. That's why you've got to have your mobile number in there. We'll just give you a quick call and just work out what went wrong in the order, if anything, and we'll get it sorted out.
Yeah. If anyone is overseas, before you do your order, probably best to get in contact. And we'll put a, you can either contact Wixie straight up or the email. Now, let's say, for example, I put my name in and I accidentally put an extra A. Okay. Now, when lucky for me, Wixie would know, and Paula, when they're going through, that's probably not quite right. Same as if I say I wanted to have my name instead of Landy, and I wanted Tony, but I actually put an extra N. They will look at that and go, that's probably not, doesn't seem quite right. Before we do set this order off, they'll get in contact with you just to make sure, because the last thing we want is people getting a different name. But at the end of the day, it's really important that you guys can get that on there properly. So just double check everything before you go submit. So then I would press submit. I'm not going to do that now, but if I did that, it would come up with what Wixie said, and it will go straight to the Camping with Mates email, where we can keep a record of all the orders. Just quickly checking, is there any extra posts to send it to Tasmania? That's overseas. Yes, that is overseas. Correct. I've got a pretty good deal with the locals, so it'll be fine. Okay, here's a good question. Can you double up the name, i.e. Dave, or do you mean having that as is, like Dave Camping Oz? So I'll let Wixie answer this one.
So we're trying to keep it as simple as possible. If we could just have either your nickname or your first name. Obviously, we don't want to have to put 5 or 6 of your middle names and nicknames and your last name. So we just prefer what you'd like to get called. So if your name is Bob, let's just put Bob on there. So yeah, first name or nickname.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's say that order's now done, but now I'm going to do a slightly more complicated. Okay. I'm going to do another one as a single person, and then I'll do one as you might be a couple. So let's say I wanted, a second Pilbara, okay? And I wanted 2 of them. But let's say I wanted one with my name and one without. So all I would do here is go 1 times that, and then just copy paste that. And what would you like us to put here? No name or no embroidery? Say I wanted to get one with my name, one without.
So the automatic default is no name, but if you've got 2 shirts in the same size, then you'll have to just put whether you want them both with the name on them or just one with, one without. So we'll be looking quite closely at that description box at the bottom. If your order has no name on any of the shirts, that'll automatically be populated. That'll be quite quick. If you have anything in the bottom box, then please make it clear exactly what you want.
Yeah. All right. Now, don't just leave that, try not to leave that blank, because then we might go, oh, did you just, maybe you forgot to type. So just put no name. Okay. That way we know you want one just blank as well. All right. I'm going to leave that order there. And now let's say that you might be a couple and not very good with sizing. Oh, look, I could go with 10, a solid 10.
I've got a comment there for you, Landy.
Okay. Can I get Buck, middleweight champion of North Queensland? Women want me to fish fear me.
That's the call of the century.
Fish. Oh, that's gonna be quite the embroidery. That's gonna run the cost up the wazoo.
You want to hope I don't remember that when you put your order through, Buck. It's going to be all over the shoulders.
Yeah, everywhere. Just do it. Look, I guess if you're going to put anything through, like smart ass like that, prepared for us to bite back. You'll get what you deserve. But good question. Yes, there's one in every crowd, isn't there? All right, going back here, I've got my ladies in 10. Yes, and all I would do the same thing again, but I'm just going to change that to women's, and then the name. Just being optimistic. And it'd be the same thing again. You know, if you wanted names on both, so let's say I'm going to put another name on this one. So I'm going to have. I didn't have to say down the bottom about this one because it's no. It's just a solid no. There's no yes and no's. So that one's fine. It's only when you want names or you're getting a double up like here, where I had one with a name, one without, that you have to start putting the information in. So same thing here. So it'd be 1 times, is it just women's polo? Women's polo. Oh, she wasn't a large. I better change that. Make sure we get this right. She was a 10. 10. And now, for example, if some people wanted to get a name, one name, so she might get one name on one. Most people are going to keep the names consistent. Okay, so that will make it much easier. But these are hypotheticals. And it could be something like that. Just make sure that the information is really clear. Okay, you've got what shirt, what size, name or no name, anything like that. Okay, because we don't want Wixie and his partner Paula to be going through all this and it's like, oh, information's missing or things are mixed up, because that will slow things down for them and cause some frustration. But some people might be saying, Wixie, like, why only March? Why are we not doing this for longer?
So obviously after the 1 month has run its course, we've got to, after that, it'll probably take us 2 weeks to gather up all the information. Marco's then got to go along and check off each methodically against every order. I'm sure that there'll be a few orders, as Buck knows. There'll be a few things that aren't quite right, and we'll need the time to go back to those people and just confirm that we have got the correct payment or the correct names on the orders. Once we've compiled that, we'll send the order off to the embroidering company. They'll then order the shirts and wait for them to be supplied, and then they'll have to go through and embroider all the shirts. So there's another 4 weeks we've put aside. I think it'll happen quicker, but we'll give them 4 weeks to order all the shirts, get them supplied, get them all embroidered. So the logos will all get done at once. And then the individual names, obviously, because they're all unique, will have to go through machines individually. The embroidering machines have multiple heads, so we can do all the logos on all different shirts. It's just when it comes to names, we'll slow the process up and it'll take a bit of time to do the unique name on those shirts. Once all that's done, we'll take delivery of all the boxes, and then we'll bring them and go through and develop all the orders, put them in post bags and take them down to the post office. Anyone that's done the merch run will be able to tell you, the legends, Buck will be able to tell you there is a bit involved in it. And then once we get it out to you, you'll have your shirts well in advance of the camping event.
Awesome. Any questions? Please let us know. Feel free, like when we put this up, just give us some time, at least until tomorrow, being the 1st of March, to have everything set up and running. Don't rush into it. Check your sizing, etc. But we'll be putting all the information out, and then you've also got this video ready to go as well. Obviously, no one can order yet. Don't send your like an email with an order. It's all through this form. This form, when you fill it out, goes straight to the Camping with Mates email, which we then check. Okay. We've already done a few test runs and they've all come through fine. So don't stress too much. But yeah, you'll get them all of you will get them plenty of time before the event. Now, I reckon someone has probably asked before, can I just pick them up at the camp out? It's just going to be easier for when Wixie and Paula, when they get all the orders, they have them all there, they send them all out. That way as well, they're not, like, they don't live that close to where the camp out is. For them to bring all that with them, they would have to then bring a trailer or another vehicle. So it's just not viable. It's just easier. That way they send them out. They know that if there's any, everyone will get them on time. If there are any issues, we can deal with it. So that's that question.
For some reason,
answered.
receive your shirt and there is some grave mistakes on it, let us know and we'll have the time to, as I said, they're supplied locally from a locally family owned and operated company. So we'll just slip in and see that and get a couple more redone. It's another reason why we chose to, apart from supporting Australia, it'll be just a lot easier for us to control rather than putting a purchase order in overseas and just fingers crossed that they turn up good quality and on time. With overseas stuff, you've got to pay up front. So it is a bit of a gamble. You have to know your supplier over there. And as I said, it's a lot of trust goes into that. But with our philosophy behind this camping group, as it has always been from the start, let's support local, support Australians. And I think that the shirts, as everybody knows, the Pilbara shirts are really good quality. The polos are good quality. We've tested them for 6 months now with no issues. I think everyone will be happy with the quality and the price.
Yeah. Ed's asked a good question, and I know that Mark and Brad have already answered it, but we'll go through it anyway. Credit card, direct deposit, PayPal, are they all accepted? And Mark and Brad have both said they're direct deposit. Okay, and I've already put the details up before, and all this will go out on Facebook and on the YouTube community chat. Okay, it's really important that if you're wanting these shirts, it's March. Okay, we're not doing orders into April because we've got to have this closed off because then we need to start getting every process put in. Okay, so it's a real hard cutoff. So make sure that you do get it in time. We'll put a couple reminders out as well, just to make sure that everyone's, if they want one or many, that they have that opportunity. But it's a full month, so there should not be any issues there. I don't think they'd be worth too much right now.
Mm-hmm.
That might look a bit sus coming through into the account. And out there touring, he just said that he tested the Pilbara. A lot of people know the Pilbara shirts. There's already a few people and companies using them. They're a great shirt, and thank you especially to those people that came to Gresford last September. And I think there was quite a few people that told us about them. I think it was Greggy Campbell, Bobby and Kimassa, and the Fultons. They were pretty keen and suggested that. So thank you very much to them, because that was we had about how many people did we have there? About 25.
It was close to 30 of us. Yeah.
Close to 30, yeah. And it was unanimous that everyone agreed that was going to be a great choice, as long as we could make it cost effective, which we're very happy with. $40 with double embroidery. That's a really good price. So I hope you guys are happy with it. We're extremely happy with what we were able to come up with. And when I say we, it's mainly Wixie and his partner, Paula. So if you do see them at the camp, please go up and thank them, because Wixie and his partner, Paula, have put in a lot of effort behind the scenes to get this done. The rest of us just said, yep, looks good, pretty much.
Yeah, no, it's for a good cause, Lindy. We were more than happy to put our time aside. I won't take the credit for the order form. Paula was the only one with the technical skills and the patience to methodically go through that. So that took a lot of work to get it to suit our requirements. It was a very generic form. that had to have a lot of work done to it to get it to suit our needs, and we believe we got there in the end. Just to try and make it easy for you guys when you're ordering, if you were to try and put all this information into an email, I just think that it opens up a lot of holes. The document actually won't let you submit it until you put all the information in the required boxes. So hopefully that just jogs your mind to make sure that you remember to put those items in there. I suppose the only other one was if you're ordering your 5, 6, and 7, 8 shirts, there's another box that you have to tick there for the additional postage. Other than that, I think we pretty well explained it. If you've got any questions or any comments, put them down there and we can go through that.
Awesome. I think without tooting our own horns, I think we've gone through it pretty well, and everything should be pretty clear. Just give us a thumbs up if you think that what we've gone through makes sense to you. I haven't seen really many questions coming through, so I'm assuming that we've covered it pretty well. The main thing is just take your time when you're going through it. Make sure that you're getting everything typed up correctly. And whatever name you put on your order form is the name that you put on your direct deposit for the payment. Because we need to make sure that those two things match. And if they don't, that's when things get a bit confusing, because we've got this extra payment over here, or it might be 3 extra payments here, and then there's some shirt and we don't know where things are going. Okay, so just double check that you got everything right before you go submit. And if possible, please just try to do the one order form. If you're maybe ordering, like, let's say that Jason was going to do his order and then he was going to help his dad do another one. Yeah, that's fine to do separate orders because they might be getting shipped somewhere different. That's fine. But yeah, just try not to go, oh, I'll buy 2 shirts and then, oh, I want another shirt. While you can do that, it just does help Wixie and Paula and Mark to go through it all. All right. Well, there you go. So Greggy Campbell just said that he got a Cape York Pilbara shirt. It was $80. Paulie Martin saying just for the shirt that he got at Ayers was $40. And then you got to remember, embroidery does have a bit of a cost to it, and because it's quite a timely setup as well. Yeah. What's just quickly going through his comments here, Jordan. We need to get a photo at the campground wearing all our shirts again. Absolutely. There's a few great spots there at the campground that we could do that, multiple ones. And, wear your shirts with pride. I know I will be, especially going down, Clarencestown's not a big place, but it's big enough that, it's got a pub. It's got, I think, bowling club or RSL. So a few different places, cafes. Wear them with pride. Let them know that we're here supporting them as well. So I'm looking forward to a bit like at Harvey Bay and Allara. Had a mind blank there. It was great going into the towns and you're seeing all these shirts around. I know at Harvey Bay, I'd go past someone wearing the whale shirt and I'd be like, oh, hey, how you going? But that was before I ever really knew anyone. It was cool just going, oh, I know that you're a good person. And then at Allara, and you see everyone's wearing the Legends for Charity shirts, and it's pretty special. So I'm really looking forward to seeing everyone wearing their shirts, and just to let a little country town know that we're here supporting them as well, putting a bit of money into their economy, because it's not a huge busy town with tourism or anything like that, so they will definitely be appreciating it. Okay, we might, if there's any questions in relating to that, to merch, great. We've probably got a couple minutes here. We might wrap this up at the hour mark. So we've got another 10 minutes. If there's any other chats or questions that you want to ask. Is the camping event full? I'm fairly sure we've still got a couple spots. And if you're someone with a setup like Lukey Reed, we'll find you a spot even if it's fully booked out. We did just get a change of managers at the campground. We've already touched base with them, and they're great people and they're very proactive, as you would have seen if you follow their Facebook page. We'll be doing a few stop-ins regularly. We often email and we call them. We all live a little bit of a distance away, so it is still a day's trip sort of for us to go there and come back and everything. But we will be doing regular stop-ins to check and make sure everything's right, everyone's happy, there's any issues that we can maybe help. So far, we haven't had any issues. So that's great. So just the only thing with the camping is that some people may cancel, which might free up spots as well. And we're not going to know that straight away. We just have regular contact with them and we just check on things. Everyone's saying there's plenty of spots. Look, we'll find spots for if you've got a big caravan set up, yeah, that's a bit different. But if you're just a swag or a rooftop tent sort of thing, we'll find you a spot. Don't worry.
End of March, please, Paulie. So the shirts will run for all of March.
Awesome. Just while people are having a bit of a chat then, I'll just bring up one thing as well that Wixie and I spoke about before, just in case some people have either forgotten or they're thinking a bit about it. On the Friday night, so it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, leave Monday. That's the ideal. Obviously, you can stay long or get there early, but that's the sort of official dates or days. On the Friday night, we're having a wood-fired pizza business come in to provide us with a pretty good selection of pizzas. Now, that order and payment will come out later when it gets closer to the camp out. We have already paid the deposit for it, so we've got it. It's locked in. The only thing, we've given a rough range of numbers. So we've locked it in at that, paid a deposit for that. It just comes down to when we get closer. You know, some people, we don't want people paying now and then for some reason that they change their mind. You know, so when it gets closer, we'll announce that. But that's going to be, once again, a pretty affordable price. We've got a good deal on that one. And we hope that that's going to be a really good way for people to get together. A lot of people will know each other, and it'd be a great way just, you know, everyone come together because you might not know who's camping where, and a good way to meet new people. And we might do a bit of a welcome as well and let you know who everyone is, because while you might know myself, Wixie, Brad, Mark, Rochi, and you've seen a couple of photos here and there, you know, everyone's got partners as well that have been helping. So it's not just us 5 blokes that are doing it. We want to introduce you to the partners too who have been helping and supporting as well. And we'll all be camped. We blanked off a certain amount of campsites for ourselves. We've put ourselves right next to the communal area. Just that way, if anyone has any questions, they know where to find us really easily. They are actually probably the worst sites, so we put ourselves there. And we're not going to complain about the noise. Okay. Throw away your Manly shirts. I was just so Minnie and Mouse. Hey, I was just looking for the link to order shirts and haven't found it yet. Can someone post it on Facebook? So I think you came in a bit later. This is going to run for March. We're doing the live feed first to explain everything. Then over tonight and early tomorrow, everything will be out on Facebook and YouTube community chat. And it's going to have a link to the form. It's really only the form and the bank details that we need to put out there, because everything else is already in the form anyway, Wixie. And there's this video will be up there anyway. Anyone can go back and watch. So it'll only be 2 pieces of information. But thanks for asking, Minnie. Okay, just here. Probably best to check. I have friends who book and pay New Year's every year. When they contacted this year, the new management didn't know anything. Okay. Yeah, so that might have been when they first took over. We got in contact very quickly with new management, and they actually did a handover about the camp out. So they are 100% in the know about it, and they're in full support, and we've had great communication with them. So there's not going to be any issues there whatsoever. It may be that you just caught them on the first day or two, but yeah, they actually did a handover from the old managers to the new. So there's no issues there at all. Everything's good to go.
Yep. And we'll be checking regularly between now and then, so we'll be all over it. We have, as I said, Brad Howe's going to go for a visit and check on them, and then we'll also get together the local people, including yourself, Craig, if you keen to come along, and we'll go and have a camp out there first between now and September, just to see what it iron out any wrinkles if we need to, and get a good feel for the place. So that'll be put up on the page too, that if anyone wants to join us for that weekend.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get back into doing some group community camps. As a lot of people know, today's the last day of summer, so we're just getting past that because we all like just being a bit hot, and we like to also have a fire. We can't have a fire, I don't think, until April. I think it's usually the months of daylight savings ending, or not having daylight savings is usually roughly when we can have a fire. Obviously, you can get total fire bans in that time as well. Phil Taylor's just asked there about firewood. They do sell firewood there at the local home. It's not Bunnings. What's that old one? Has the two dogs. It's like a little Mitre 10. Anyway, there's a local hardware store that sells it. They have it at the campground as well. We're going to, for those people that, a lot of people know that I do live on a property with my father. So the boys and I are going to be doing a big weekend of getting lots of firewood ready here for the communal fire pit. So don't think you need to buy for that. We'll be doing that. So that we supplied by us. Home hardware, that's it, Mark. Yeah, perfect. I don't think there's anything much more that we need to really discuss. Just to let you guys know that we do meet quite regularly to discuss things, and then we also have actual meetings where we do the full minutes and everything. We've got everything well and truly organised. The only things that we don't have organised are just those things because you need to wait until it gets closer to the actual time. But everything is smooth sailing, ready to go. This is the biggest thing here. And once March is done and everyone's got their orders in, it'll be fantastic. We can start to get that out and you guys can start to wear them even before the camp.
Yeah, but there's no obligation to buy the shirts.
No, not at all. Yeah, that's perfectly right. You can turn up there and you can wear whatever shirt you want. Shirts are preferred. They're not wearing shirts. I saw the group at Harvey Bay and at Goombara, and yeah, shirts are probably preferred. But yeah, don't feel like you have to, okay? And there's no one's gonna, as we know, there's no judgment in this community. It doesn't matter what setup you have, or how much money or not money. That's got nothing to do with it at all. We're all just there to have a good time. This is just a bit of a bonus, I guess, for those people that might want some shirts. Yes, Paulie Martin. Pants, I'd like to say they're optional, but they're not. No, you do need pants, but we won't be providing them for you. I'd like to think that you can do that. In saying that, I have seen you around the fireplace late at night. Not that I can talk too much either, and who knows. All right. I'd just like to thank everyone as well, just on the Facebook page. There's been a lot of great chat on there. Everyone putting up, if they're cooking something, their camp setups. Some people putting things up that are not camper related, and that's perfectly fine because it's a community Facebook page. Yes, it's based on camping, but it's a community page first, really. Bobby S had a great pair of shorts. He needs a pair. We don't look. I'll take a pair just in case. We don't need him running without one. Just ask Phil. Yeah, but we'll try and do a live feed. Probably about once a month, just to keep things, give an opportunity for you guys to chat, and if there's any little updates or an opportunity for you guys to ask questions, because we know not everyone's on Facebook as well. Has Bobby been eating in Kenya yet? Don't believe so. Those photos he put up looked unreal. Was it Nairobi? For some reason, not that I expected anything like what it was going to look like, but that was unreal. I think it was sunset or sunrise over. Yeah. All right, we've just come to the hour mark. Thank you very much. We've had consistently over 40 on, which is great. Any questions, just ask, okay? There's quite a few of us there that can help. Please just give us a little bit of time to get this information out don't try and order it. Get your order in tonight. It's not one of those things. You've got time. But yeah, we're really happy with what we have come up with, which is mainly Wixie and Paula at a good price. And we hope that all you guys are happy. And we thank you all for, there's been a lot of positive comments in the chat tonight and on the Facebook page, which is great to keep that positivity going. I don't think I've really got much else to add to that. But yeah, just thank you very much. And thanks, Wixie, and make sure that Paula knows about all the thanks that she's also getting from the community, especially on YouTube tonight. But yeah, on behalf of the rest of the guys and their partners, thank you very much for all the hard work you've put in to the merch. And he's also done the majority when it comes to the food as well. So 2 massive things for this camping trip that's just going to make it that little bit more special and better. And we appreciate all that you and Paula have done.
Yeah, no dramas at all, mate. As I said, there's no iron team. We're a big team effort here. All the organisers and their partners included. If it wasn't for the support of them, with us having live feeds all the time and being on message 24/7, getting things organised as need be, then we wouldn't be as successful. So yeah, big shout out to everyone, and thanks very much for the support. Shout out to Roachy that couldn't be with us tonight. He's busy working away. Cheers, mate. Thanks for keeping the country running.
Yeah.
Keeping the lights on.
Yeah, thanks, Buck. We appreciate it. And we've had a few little chats here and there with Buck along the way, especially in the early days, and we appreciate all your support as well. All right, we're going to leave it there, but just thank you very much. Everyone have a great weekend. Any questions about any of this, please just ask. Wixie and Paul have made this thing, as simple and effective as possible. So I don't think we'll really have any issues. Just double check that you're taking your time to make sure everything's right, and your names match up and you've got all the details that you need in there. But yeah, have a great weekend, and look forward to seeing you again on Facebook, on the chat in there, and also on other people's live feeds. So thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. See you guys soon. Bye.
Night, everyone.